crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. Turning it on! Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Bobcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Jackson gonna throw it. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And I thought we were going to have our first points of the ball game, but great job by the defender playing the football in the air. A lot of times you see them get lost. He didn't get lost. He knew where the ball was, and he swatted it down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. So the Rice Owls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Leaves it with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
7, Rice, 0.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Nestle just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Power football with the run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Gives it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Turns it loose deep. Got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Bobcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
He's now 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Breaks Gets into the open. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid tackle.
Well, after that big gain by the QB on the zone read on an early down in the drive, it'll be interesting to see moving forward if the defensive end stops crashing down so quickly. If he just starts to hesitate to take the quarterback away, that's going to open up the running back for these plays in the future.
And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it at the 20. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, he gets the 1st down, and I tell you what, these are the guys you like to go to. Throw those big-body tight ends with the sure mitts over the middle of the field where you know you can get a high percentage throw. Nice catch, nice 1st down.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Sparks. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Evans. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Texas State.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Jackson will throw. Forced out of the pocket. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
The Bobcats will kick it away first and will start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He'll keep it himself. Makes one man miss. Oh, he's got some space. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Fires it. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And here comes the offense on second down. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Slithers into space. He's loose. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. At the 45 on his way. Oh, there's an alley to the touchdown Bobcats. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And the Owls are facing third and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Jackson gonna throw it. Dances away to buy time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game.